Hey y'all. So if you looked in the recent 5.0 dumps lately, you would have probably seen on my list get a 5.0 this week. Um, so this deck is Reanimator Billster Tron. So Billster Tron is a Tron deck with Core Skyfisher and Prophetic Prism plus Monarch and Prismatic Strands. It's also known as Tron Arc. Well, what I did here is remove the um, Monarch package and instead add Exhume, Forbidden Alchemy, and Ulamog Structure. So these cards pretty much provide value, and the main way that we close out games is both Ulamog Structure and Bullet Drifter. So I got two 5.0s with this deck. I'm going to show you my most recent 5.0. I think this deck is very fun. I don't think it's very good. I think it's much worse than just regular Billster Tron, but it's definitely fun to play, and I got some success with it. So, gonna go over the deck real quick, talk what it's about, and all that jazz. So, in the 5.0, you would have seen two of these lifelands removed and played, and we played Flaming Heath. So, I ended up borrowing Flaming Heath from Travbot. He's a good friend of mine, and I ended up 5.0 with that list. But everything here is practically the same. So we have 4 Third Inspector, 4 Core Skyfisher, and 4 Prophetic Prism. So these all provide value in the early game, and pretty much play like Boros Monarch if you've ever played that. We also have Faithless Looting, Forbidden Alchemy, and Prismatic Strands. So all these cards work really well with our graveyard plan. So Looting and Alchemy get stuff in the yard, while we can put Strands or just cast it to stay alive for a little bit. And then we have the namesake card, Exhume. So this is the Reanimator card. This deck was originally made by Kurt Blinksy. He kind of pitched the idea off me, and we played Breath of Life, I believe, where it's 4 mana and you return any creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. So we both 3-2'd with that list, but the thing was that it wasn't that good because it was 4 mana, and by then you might as well just have Monarch, or not Monarch. You might as well just have Tron and do all the Tron things by then. So the idea was that you could play Faithless Looting, pitch Ulamog Crusher, and then bring it back turn 2. This happens very rarely, but it does happen sometimes. You can also just evoke Bullet Drifter and bring it back with Exhume, kind of like a pseudo Ephemerate. And that's what I like about this deck. So I'm going to talk about the sideboard now. We have 2 Prismatic Strands. Prismatic Strands is for aggro mostly. We have Blue Might to Blast and Red Might to Blast for blue and red decks pretty much. Dispel, I usually bring this in against control decks, sometimes NBC. You have Gorilla Shaman for affinity, Electricity for small creature decks like elves and fairies, Weather Storm for burn, and Serene Heart for boggles and heroic. So I'm gonna go over the replays now, and I'm gonna take you guys through my lines of play, and see you guys then. Alright, here with round 1 against Sadine Rankin, or Calicais, as you may know him from Unfamiliar Territory, my co-host. I met him round 1, so he's most likely on Familiars, or Guest Guy, whatever you want to call it. So on the play, we have a very solid hand here of Tron, Forbidden Alchemy, and Exhume. So find any creature off this Alchemy, and we're looking pretty good. We're going to play map. We're going to pass turn, see what he's playing. See a Snow Cover Island and a Preordain, so this is mostly pointing out that he's on Familiars, but we'll see. Faithless Looting. We're going to discard Core Skyfisher and Plains, because we already have Tron, and we don't really need more mana, and Skyfisher doesn't really do anything here. So we're going to see what he does on his turn. He Preordains again, plays Azorius Chancery, so I definitely think he's on FAMs. We're going to crack map for a power plant and pass. We have the opportunity of playing Prism there, but we can just do it next turn and play Alchemy and whatever we want. So he plays a Bondage Ornament, so he's definitely on Guest Guy, and he plays an Abundant Growth. So I play Power Plant, draw a card, play Alchemy. Sorry. We take a Skyfisher and mill Bullet Drifter, Prism, and a Thriving Heath. So he plays Skyfisher, bounce a Prism. He's going to play a Skyfisher, bounces Abundant Growth, play Abundant Growth, and play another Skyfisher. This is pretty much fine with us, I think. So we're gonna play Freddy Prism. We're gonna loot, discard 2 lands, and gonna journey one of the Skyfishers here. I believe we do. Yep. Journey, Skyfisher, and play Thraven Inspector here. We pass. We have Alchemy. We're looking pretty good right now. He's gonna Abundant Growth at Island again. Gonna Bolt our Skyfisher. He's gonna Abundant again. Gets in for 2. So now we have Exhume or Cast Alchemy. We Alchemy. Get a Mole Drifter. We're gonna play this Mole Drifter. Draw 2 cards. Oops. Play Prism. And get it for 1. He's gonna Bolt our Mole Drifter. Get it for 2. We draw Umux Crusher, so we're gonna play that. He's gonna terminate it on our main phase, which is very good for us. Since now we can Exhume and bring it back, and he has to answer it. He's gonna draw with Ornament. He's not gonna get in. We're gonna get in for 8. He sacks 2 creatures because of the Exhume. We're gonna try to overbring an Ornament. He counters that, draws a card, and scoops up the game. So game 2 here. We're on the draw. 1 second. Maybe our sideboard. So we cut all the strands, cut an Alchemy, and an Exhume, and 2 journeys. We bring in 4 Red Elemental Blast and 2 Blue Elemental Blast. We should have brought in 1 Dispel instead of a Blue Elemental Blast, but it'll be fine. So his hands are really good. We have turn 1 Thraben, turn 2 Prism, turn 3 whatever we can do. So I like this hand a lot. I'm gonna see what he does on his turn. He's on a Mulligan 5. Turn 1 Fetch for a Island. Play Thraben. We draw a Crusher. He's gonna play Ash Barrens and Abundant it. He has a land in hand. So we're gonna play Prism. We draw Urza's Mine. So now if we assemble Charm, we're looking pretty good. He evokes a Mole Drifter to draw some cards. We draw a map, and now we're looking pretty good for ourselves. He's going to play Bonder's Ornament. We're going to crack our map, get a power plant. He's going to cycle Ash Barrens again. We're going to O-Ring his Ornament, draw a card. We're going to cycle Drifting Meadow. You draw Prism. He plays a Mole Drifter. We're going to play Prism. Play Skyfisher. Bounce Prism. Play Prism. And draw a Red Elemental Blast. He plays a Skyfisher. Bounces a Mole Drifter or Abundant. Bounces the Abundant. Plays Preordain. Plays Ornament. Plays Abundant. Passes. We now play Umux Crusher. Play Windscarred Crag. And pass turn. He plays Journey to Nowhere, which is fine. We still have double counter backup. We're gonna Red Elemental Blast that. He plays a Thraben Isle. Passes. We draw another Crusher, and we also have the spell backup. So his only answer is Journey to Nowhere. Plays Preordain. White. Thraben Inspector. Cracks Clue. Plays turn 8, we Dispel. Or Blue Elemental Blast. And we Dispel his Dispel. Play Threat Inspector. Crack Clue. Play a land. Get it for 8. They go sack 2 things. He's going to sack 2 creatures, most likely. Yep. Takes 8. We play Map. Crack Map. For Cave and Pass. 4-mana Arcane Master, get Terminate, and we Blue Elemental Blast is Terminate. And we win that match. Alright, here with round 2 of game 1. We're on the play again. Playing against Ryuk 1. He usually plays NBC, but we'll see what he's playing. We're going to play Urza's Mine and pass. He plays a Swamp, Dark Ritual, Choking Sands. So, we're playing against LD. And if you didn't know beforehand, we do have a 3-0 record against LD, so see if we can keep the streak alive. We draw into Urza's Tower. We're playing Cave here, because if we end up drawing Tron, then we're looking pretty favored. So see what he does here. He plays Baron Moor and passes. We draw an Exhume. We play Urza's Mine and pass. He plays Sign and Blood. Missing a land drop. We play Urza's Tower. Pass. He plays another Sign and Blood. Missing more land drops. We draw Urza's Power Plant. And now we're going to play Ulamog's Structure. If he has an Edict, then we get to Exhume it. So, whatever. He gets to befoul it. Re-exhume it. Play Cave of Temptation. Play Mulldrifter. And we legit cannot lose this game now. We have Fixing. We have Ulamog's Structure on board. It's just over. We are now the LD deck. So, here with Game 2. Let's view our sideboard real quick. We cut 1 Strands for 1 Dispel. So we end up. So we cut 1 Strands for 1 Dispel. Dispel is there for like the 5 or something. We don't really have anything good against them. Strands is pretty terrible, so we're just gonna bring in Dispel. He's on the play this time, which can be pretty rough. This hand is garbage, no land. This also has no land. This has land, almost Tron. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna bottom Crusher and something else. I didn't see it. He plays Peatbog, so he has turn 2 LD online. We play Therian Spectre. He's gonna Ice Quake, which is fine. We draw Tron. Tron is busted. He's gonna read the bones. Out of LD, which is good for us. He plays a Peatbog. Now we have Prism. And I'm feeling pretty good against. Bleh. Feeling pretty good about this game. He plays Befoul on our tower, which is fine. We play a Power Plant. We have the option here, so this actually can get pretty confusing. So we can either Crack the Clue, play Core Sky Fisher, or Faithless Looting. So here, if we play Core Sky Fisher and we bounce the Prism, then if he LDs us, then we're kind of a turn behind. And if he kills both lands, then we can't cast our Prism, and we pretty much lose the game. So here, I want to lean towards Looting over Skyfisher, bounce Therian Spectre. So let's see what we do here. We play Skyfisher, bounce Therian Spectre. We should have attacked for 1 there. See what he does here. He plays another Peatbog. And Gurmag Angler, which is fine. We don't really care about Gurmag Angler. We draw a tower. We're going to play Windsguard Crag because we don't have anything to do with the tower. He's going to Rancid us, which is fine. Player Power Plant, and now we have Tron anyways. He chose the wrong land to kill. So attack for 2. Take 5 again. He plays Thorn of the Black Rose. He's going to kill our Skyfisher, which is fine. Because now we just play Crusher. See what he can do here. He Ice Quakes our tower. Just all fine and dandy. Get in for 8. Make him stack 2 things. Gonna stack Peatbog and a Swamp. Blocks a Thorn. Just fine with us. Play Faithless Looting. We draw an Exhume. Discard Cave and Alchemy. Play Exhume. Get back Crusher. He gets back Thorn, which is fine. We'll play Thriving Heath, naming blue. He Night's Whispers. Plays Lurking Informant. And now we get to O-Ring as Thorn. Get in for 8. And we can't lose this game now. He sacks 2 lands. I believe. Yep. Blocks with the Informant. Plays Sign of Blood. And concedes the match. Winning on a mold of 5. Here for on 3, playing against Karn 90. He's usually on some kind of blue deck. So let's see what he's playing. This hand's very good. We have Looting, Therian Spectre, so a couple more drops. A map, so if we draw Tron, then we have Tron, and Exhume for value. So I'm going to keep this hand. Yep, so he's on a blue deck. He plays turn 1 Dover, which is kind of bad for us. We're going to play map here since we have nothing else to play. He doesn't flip, gets in for 1. So now we have the option of playing Looting or playing Threat Inspector. I'm going to go with Looting here to try to find a Tron land. So play Looting. We draw Prism, discard Prism Cave, and pass. Really wanted to find a Tron land there. We didn't draw one though. He's going to get in for 1. So what he has here, he has a Ninja. So he's got a Ninja here, which is fine since we have this O-Ring. We're going to play Prism, draw a card, draw another map, play Threat Inspector, get a clue, pass. He gets it for 2, he's going to snap. We're going to take 2. He plays Ponder, plays the Island, plays the Dover, plays another Dover, and we're not looking that good. We're going to play O-Ring, get rid of a Ninja here, see if he flips his Dovers. He does flip his Dovers, getting a Deprive or Preordain. He gets a Preordain. We take 6 here. He plays a Ninja, which you never should really do. It's a very rare case where you want a Ninja flipped over. So we're gonna play O-Ring here, get rid of the Ninja, play another map, and pass. So we have Tron next turn. Hopefully we can stabilize. We'll see. He has 2 more Dovers, so whatever we do, we're dead. We get Tron, play Moldrifter. Hope to draw something. We can't. We draw Skyfisher, and we pass, and he flips Counterspell. So we lose game 1. So game 2, bring in 4 Red Elemental Blast, cut 1 Alchemy, 1 O-Ring, and 2 Looting. You also bring in 1 Dispel, and cut a Crusher for that. Probably should have kept in Crusher. That's debatable, but Alchemy's kind of slow. O-Ring doesn't really do anything, and the Lootings get hit by Spellstar Sprites and such, and they're kind of slow here. So we're on the play here. The stand's very good. Almost has Tron. Has a fixing land. He has a turn 1 Dover again, like always. Play Journey. We're gonna get rid of that Dover. He plays Preordain, plays an Island, plays Miscreant. We draw a map, which is good. We play Skyfisher, so we can block that, and then we play a map here. Plays another Dover, plays a Miscreant, plays a Preordain. We draw Plains, play a Tower, pass. And here I'm probably going to grab a Cave, since we really need to get down this Alchemy. So he flips, revealing a Deprive. We're going to try to get that Deprive out of his hand. So we're going to play Strands, he deprives. We're going to flash it back and kill the Dover. Draw a Journey. Going to crack to get a Cave here. And we're going to pass. So we have the option of journeying there. But we can block both of these already. So now we get to journey the Spire Golem, which is really good for us. We're just going to pass. See what he does here. We want to play this Alchemy, but we can't play Alchemy plus Journey, sadly, so we're going to take 2 here, since if we block, he can just kill our creature. We're going to cast Alchemy. We get a Crusher. We draw a Mine, so now we have Tron, which is very good for us. Play Journey. Reason that we did that is, if he countered it, we have a free Alchemy. But he ends up countering the Alchemy instead. I believe he got a cantrip there. He had to block this. He gets a Ninja, which is fine. I don't really care about this Ninja. He plays a Miscreant. Play Threat Inspector, get a Clue. Crack Clue. Draw Moldrifter, pass. We're trying to set up a Drifter plus Crusher turn now. We get to block his Ninja, which is good for us. Plays a Miscreant. His hand's very good here. He's just going to pass, which is good for us. We get to play Prophetic Prism, draw a card, get a map, play the map, crack map, get Drifty Meadow, cycle Drifty Meadow, get Skyfisher, and we're going to pass. Because next turn we're going to play Skyfisher. If he counters it, then we get to play Crusher, and we're looking alright. and he only has 4 cards in hand. So we're playing Drago. Get a Plains. Let's play Crusher, see if he counters it. He does end up countering it. We'll play Skyfisher. He does not counter. We bounce Prism, play Prism. Get Third Inspector, play Third Inspector. He's going to counter this. I know, he plays Tragic Lesson here. That's right. So if Third Inspector comes down, he's going to Tragic Lesson or Mystic Signature for Tragic Lesson, which is a bit weird. He is suiting up the Miscreant now. We play Mooldrifter. He counters it. We get to play Crusher. And pass. So we're looking pretty good here. He's going to Tragic Lesson and scoop it up. So game 3, he's on the play. We get a bad opener with no land. Get another hand with 1 land, and this hand's fine. Probably gonna bottom Strands and Exhume here, which is what we do. Plays Island, Cantrip, and we're gonna play Cove. We draw a spell, which is alright. It doesn't counter Spellswords Sprite, which is kind of bad for us, since we can't just get kind of blown out by that. So we play Prism, draw Tower, which is good. We draw Woodsguard Crag, play Third Inspector, watch it get countered. Doesn't need to get countered. We play Third Inspector, play Tower, and pass. We could have played Crag there, but I want to get Tron pretty much as fast as possible here. And we draw Tron. Good for us. We're going to pass. See what he does here. Hopefully making him tap out. He plays Fathom Seer, or more Fathom Seer, which is good for us, since that means he only has 2 mana open. We're gonna make the Third Inspector pretty big here with Cave Temptation. Get in. If he has Snap, he can snap it, which is kind of where we want to be. He's gonna flip the Fathom Seer. Plays Preordain, plays Winter's Rest, which I thought was a little bit weird. He didn't play Sanctuary to get back Preordain, which is also kind of weird. See what he does here. Nothing. Plays Dover. We play Map. See if he counters the map. He does not counter it. So we're going to crack it, get Drifting Meadow, cycle Drifting Meadow, play Journey Nowhere, get rid of the Spellswords Sprite. The reason that we did that is if he has another Spellswords Sprite in hand, then we kind of get blown out if we play a Skyfisher. So we're going to force him to have another Fairy plus a Spellswords Sprite in hand. He doesn't flip his Dover. And we also get to hold up the spell now, which is very good for us. Going to take the 2 here. If he has a Ninja, that's fine. He has the Ninja. Kind of where we want to be, where he's pretty much tapping out. And he can't counter our Skyfisher since we have the spell. We draw Unlock Crusher, which can be pretty game ending. We're going to cast a spell here. We're going to bounce Prism, play Prism, draw Skyfisher, play Skyfisher, bounce Prism, play Prism. We could have bounced Third Inspector there, but I think bouncing Prism was probably just better off for us, since we could do it that turn. If we bounce Prism, we would be off fixing if he countered it. So we're going to start by playing Unbox Crusher. If he counters this, we're going to play Mooldrifter. He lets Resolve. We play Mooldrifter. See if he has another counter. He does not have a counter. So we're looking really ahead this game. Plays Fathom Seer. We draw another Skyfisher. Attack with Crusher and Skyfisher. Become sack 2 lands here, most likely. He does indeed sack 2 lands. We're gonna play Skyfisher, see if he counters. He has a spell source, right? Which is not that good for us. We're just gonna pass here. because I do believe he... No, never mind. Plays Fathom Seer. He's going to Echoing Truth or Crusher. He's going to bring back Echoing Truth with Mystic Sanctuary. We're going to play Prism. See if he counters Prism. He does not counter Prism. Not going to attack. Not going to play a Crusher to Exhume. Because he can just bounce it, of course. He plays Relic, which I thought was a little bit weird. Not sure why your mono blue deck's playing Relic, but whatever. Play Alchemy. See if he counters. He does indeed counter, so this means that we do get to play Crusher plus Exhume. He counterspells it. We Exhume it. Get back our Crusher. Could have got back Muldrifter, but if he had another counter, then we kind of get blown out by doing that. So we're gonna play Skyfisher. See if he has another counter. He doesn't. Get to bounce Prism. I know we get to bounce Muldrifter because we have the mana for that. He doesn't counter it. We draw another Muldrifter, so looking very ahead right now. Make up sack 2 lands or sack whatever he wants. He's gonna sack land plus Stormrun Geist. Kind of makes sense. Kinda. I probably would just sack 2 lands, but whatever. Play another Muldrifter. Draw an Exhume, which is very good. Echoing Truth, Winter's Rest, so he's gonna Winter's Rest. Our Crusher, most likely. Yep. And he plays another Fathom Seer. We draw lands. We're gonna Cave Temptation, Skyfishers. We're gonna get in. See what he does. He's gonna block. We're gonna kill the Stormbound Geist. Kill the Fathom Seer. We're gonna play Exhume. Get back Skyfisher. He gets to get back Stormbound Geist, which is fine. We could have bounced Crusher, but we can't have played it. So I'm just gonna play Muldrifter for value here. He's gonna get back a card with Mystic Sanctuary. We draw O-Ring. We're gonna O-Ring that over. And we have exactly enough flyers to kill him here. And we beat Mono Blue over. Alright, here at Tron 4, we're going to be playing against Lindoso, which is the Boros Monarch or Affinity player. You'll see how good this deck is compared to the mirror later. So, play Chocolate Cove. We're going to set up an Alchemy next turn. Play Power Plant Pass. Plays Rainy Fountain. Plays Golden Egg. Plays Glenhawk. We're gonna Forbidden Alchemy it. Or just Forbidden Alchemy, I mean. Get Exhume. We're gonna mill Muldrifter and 2 lands. Just fine. We're gonna play Exhume, get back Muldrifter. Play Third Inspector, pass. He's gonna bolt our Muldrifter, he's gonna bog. Play Golden Egg, take 2. Play Prophetic Prism. Attack for 1 first. Play, of course, Skyfisher. Bounce Thraben. Play Thraben. He plays his own Skyfisher. Plays Golden Egg. Play Faithless Looting. We discard Strands and Thraben Inspector. We have Tron. Now we play Core Skyfisher. Bounce Prism. Play Prism. And I'm just doing everything that he does, except better. He's gonna crack us Clue. Plays Rainy Fountain, passes. Now you play Muldrifter. Draw 2 cards, crack Clue. Crack another Clue. Play Journey to Nowhere. Hit Skyfisher. Play Thraben Isle on red. Or Thraben Heath on red. Attack for 4. Pass turn. Plays Vial. Which is fine. He's going to play Glinthawk, which is also fine. He's going to play Golden Egg. Play Ancient Den. We're going to flashback Strands on red. So our Skyfisher doesn't die. We take 2. We're going to play Forbidden Alchemy, get Exhume here. Sorry, it's going too fast. We play Journey, get rid of a Glinthawk. And now we're going to play Umog's Crusher. And pass turn. Or get in for 6 and pass. Now, time for game 2. We cut all of our alchemies and exhume because he's probably going to bring in Graveyard Hate. Maybe it was correct to get rid of some amount of get rid of all the exhumes, but I like it for value just in case. We bring in 2 blue Elemental Blast. Just bring in 2 blue. So bring in 2 blue Elemental Blast and 2 Gorilla Shaman. So our opener looks like very bad. If it had 1 more land, I would keep it. Mulligan. We're gonna mulligan this hand too. We're gonna keep this hand. It almost has Tron. We're gonna bottom Crusher and a land, I believe. Yep. Plays Windscard Crag. We draw Thriving Heath. We're gonna name it on blue. Plays Thriving Inspector. Plays Bortles Garrison. It's all fine. Now we have Tron because we're good. Plays Core Skyfisher. Plays Windscard Crag. We're just gonna pass here since we don't really want to evoke our Moldrifter. We just want to crack this clue, I think. Plays Thriving Inspector. Plays Relic. We're gonna crack the clue. Draw Thriving Inspector. Play Thriving Inspector. I should have just played Moldrifter there. That was probably a punt. Play Map. Oh wait, no, we didn't play it because he probably has our Elemental Blast. Gonna cycle Drifting Meadow. He's gonna cycle a Secluded Step. We're just gonna pass. He plays Prism. Plays Thriving Inspector. We take 2. Now we have a Crusher that we can play. We play the Crusher. Pass. He plays Vial, which is fine. Plays Thriving Inspector. He's almost out of cards, but he has a bajillion clues. Play Skyfisher, bounce Thraben. Play Thraben, crack clue. Draw map. Play Cave. He's gonna make sure our Crusher can attack. Plays Prism. Draws a card. He's gonna play another Prism. So this means that our Crusher can attack. We're going to crack our map for Cave. Draw another Thriving Inspector. Exile our map. Tag with Crusher. See what he sacks. Sacrifices Prism. Makes sense. He blocks with Thriving Inspector. We play Moldrifter, get nothing. Gonna crack clue, get Faithless Looting. I'm gonna hold up Prismatic Strands for double Galvanic Blast like you see here. So we play Strands on red. He cycles, and we win that game. So, match 5, we play against Proboscis. I ended up splitting the match with him. So, he ended up being on Boggles, which I think is a bad matchup. But, we end up splitting. He has 4 as well. So, yeah, that's all cool. So, wrap up about this deck. I really like it. I think it's worse than Billster Tron, and probably worse than regular Tron. Before Ulamux Crusher is pretty silly. I think having the option to play turn 4 Crusher a lot of the time is always nice. And the best part is that this deck can work without Tron, and it finds Tron really fast too. So I really like this deck a lot. I don't think it's that good, like I said multiple times now. But if you guys want to give it a shot, feel free to do so. Make sure you guys follow my Twitch channel. I stream there almost every day now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.